Okay, so every game has its ups and downs, its goods, its bads, its highs, its lows, and it is essentially subjective. You know, what one person likes, another person may not like. Some people may like the wild, unpredictable aspect of Eve's PvP. Some people may like the Care Bear status of a PvE server in World of Warcraft. I've played a lot of MMOs over the years, and the purpose of this video series is to shine a light on the good things that Final Fantasy XIV does. Alright guys, without further ado, let's get into it. Stand by for Nimpact in 3, 2, 1. Okay, we've logged in. We're in MMO land, a place of loot, joy, and generally an Overwatch level of salt. Now that I've made a bad joke, let's look at this things. As we can see here, we see markers over people's heads. So it looks like we've got a plain yellow one, a blue one with a plus sign, and there's another one which I'll show you here in a second. We see on the minimap. Looks like it's red with a plus sign and maybe some little symbol, probably a key. We'll take a look at that. So obviously we walk up here like any standard modern MMO. We look at this, we see, oh, okay, hey, this is the reward or potential reward. In this case, it's fixed. You know, I get some experience, some money, no problem. Every MMO has that, so we're not really that doesn't really bother me. If you don't have that now in 2019, you're probably failing as an MMO. You might be well, there's a couple of games, but anyways, we won't mention any by name. So let's go talk to Lorianne. All right, let's see. Lorianne of Revenant's Toll looks as if she's seen a ghost. Now, I'll tell you this right now, that this plus sign, from my experience in the game, and I've played for a little while, means that if I do this quest, I will unlock new content. Now, you may be like, all right, Nim, that's great. That's what quests are. Quests are new content. Here's the difference, is that at a glance, I can see what will actually increase the amount of things I can do in the game, as opposed to just doing tasks and such. So I don't have to do them. They're not story progressed. They're not locking me behind anything, but I can do it. And more importantly, I don't have to go to a third-party website to figure out, oh man, what do I do? How do I do this? What do I do? I may have to figure out, you know, I may need some help figuring out, okay, where do I go to find this? But once I'm there, I can pick on it and see, oh, I gotta go talk to Hubert. And once I talk to Hubert, then I get to go do XYZ. And once that's done, bam, I have the new content I want to do. Basically, I have to play the game in order to unlock more of playing the game. Almost as if there's an RPG element in which my character has to grow in power and experience in order to be trusted by NPCs to accomplish harder tasks. Now, if you can think of any MMOs that don't follow that route, please drop them in the comments below. Anyway, so let's mount up here. And there was a very famous streamer who's actually he's a pretty good streamer, to be honest, said this was a robot chicken. This is actually the Chocobo in the Black Mage outfit. So think, you know, like just a mage outfit. Now, I had mentioned there was a third type of quest that you can see, and here we see that it's got a key. It's got a red thing like it's locked, obviously with a key and a plus sign, so it could add something. So let's just talk to him real quick and see what happens. So submission impossible. Okay, so this quest is not available. It's not yet available. Required class job disciple. So it tells me not only is it not available, but how I could unlock it, or at least it gives me a one-step direction. It doesn't say, okay, well, you specifically need to go pick up this, and then go pick up this, and then go pick up this. It says that, no, you do this first, and then I have a feeling that if I were to change to a Disciple of the Hand class, so let's do that, I would be able to pick it up. Now, Disciple of the Hand is, for layman terms, crafting. So, hand is crafting, Disciple of Land is gathering, and as you can see, the red key is now gone. The visual indicator is there. I now have once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. How can I pass it up? Well, unfortunately, Westgard, right now I'm going to have to decline. But this video is all about what does Final Fantasy XIV do right. And as you can see, this that was formerly not locked off, if I talk to him, so it says I got to do something. I talk to this. Okay, so Disciple of War, Disciple of Magic. So it won't actually let me do it. It won't let me do it as a crafter, which makes sense because I'm not a combat. I'm a crafter. Look at me. I'm all artisanal and Renaissance-like. You wouldn't take that into combat. I mean, maybe in a Final Fantasy game, but you definitely wouldn't take that into combat in reality. So let's switch back to the old monk class. You know, be a knockout artist. Boom. And we're back. We can see that this is now these are both takeable. undertakeable, I should say. And now Wiscard is no longer back. So the point of to summarize the video, essentially, Final Fantasy XIV does questing great. It gives you visual indicators to say, hey, this will increase. You can do this now as you are. And if I click on you to say, hey, I can't do this, it'll give you at least one step telling you, hey, this is what you need to do to unlock me. And we saw that, of course, when I clicked on this guy, in order to do that, I had to do something with the Dome and Adventurers Guild. We're not going to go into that right now. All right, we're stepping out of MMO land, and then we're going to conclude the video. All right, we're back in the real world. We've stepped out of MMO land, sadly. I'll be back in there later today at twitch.tv/Nimicry. That's www.twitch.tv/NIMICRY for those interested. And now that the YouTube professional plug has been inserted, let's finish the video. Today we talked about questing and why I think that Final Fantasy XIV does questing well. Now, you'll notice I didn't actually go on any quests. That's for another video. Execution is different than advertisement. And I think anybody can agree that you can advertise a product like, hey, this is the best thing ever, and put a lot of money into marketing, sales, market research. But then if you give me a sub-tier product, I'm going to be like, wow, you spent a lot of money to show me through one purchase that you can't do what you say you do. And that, I'm not saying that Final Fantasy XIV has terrible questing by any means. I actually like the questing. But in this case, we're just talking about, how do you tell me that there's something for me to do quest-wise? And I think they did a good job. I'm just going to be honest. Objectively, I think it did a good job because it told me if I could do it, if it would add to what I could do in the game, or what I needed to do to be able to start it. Anyways, guys, so I stream on Twitch, obviously, as you heard, www.twitch.tv/Nimicry. Links will be below. Schedule's all there. Outside of that, guys, I hope you have a pleasant evening and enjoy the rest of your day. May all your loot Titan forge.